Hey guys, wow, thank you so much for all that engagement. I already have double digit subscribers. My views are already getting up to 100. I didn't expect any of this at all, but thank you, thank you, thank you. The only thing I did was post the video and send the link to a couple of friends, and yeah, they responded. That's how I'm told you get going the first time that you do this. I am really very grateful. A follow up from the videos that I did. As you can see, I'm supposed to have a teleprompter, but I don't. I can't afford it yet. Or I don't know. It's hit or miss. I'm sure I'm supposed to use it, but I'll get it as I go down the road. For now, this video will be from my head. I have a script. I wrote down something, but I have it all in my head, and I'm gonna go off of that. So sit back and enjoy this. This show is coming to you from the Civic Probe. Today we'll be talking about double standards 101. You know, like in the university, we have courses that we do and we always give them numbers. Today it is double standard 101. What am I talking about? They broke in the news the other day that the government of Nigeria borrowed $800 million from the World Bank. What is it for? They want to remove the subsidy on petrol or gas or fuel, as we call it in Nigeria, gas, as Canadians say. They want to remove that, and of course, it will affect the cost of gas. The cost of gas will go up. So they borrowed this money to share it, to alleviate the potential suffering that poor people will have. They'll give some money to about 50 million Nigerians. Some people criticize the government and say it's a waste of money, and rightly so, depending on where you're standing from. I don't care whether it's right or wrong. I'm just trying to make a point. Okay, let's keep that on one side. Last week, the Canadian government announced the budget. They will have $43 billion deficit. That's huge, but okay, that's not the point. The point is that out of that $43 billion debt, they will vote about $3 billion to give 11 million households a grocery rebate. Now, here's where it gets interesting. The same people who criticize the Nigerian government for borrowing money to share to poor people now say it's a good thing for the Canadian government to do exactly the same thing. I don't know. Double standards 101. Okay, here's another one. In 2012, a Canadian federal minister called, I think, Bev Otter was forced to resign because she bought a glass of orange juice for $16. That's expensive. A glass of orange juice. Nobody should pay that much for orange juice. She was conservative, and of course, the Liberals put so much fire in the kitchen that Bev had no choice but to run away from the kitchen. She threw in the towel, she resigned, and she left. That's great. That's how you protect public funds, correct? Yeah. Last year, it came out that during the burial of the Queen, who died sometime, it was discovered that the Canadian Prime Minister spent $6,000 on a night in a hotel. Okay, when the news broke, you would expect the same people who criticized Bev Otter for doing what she did to say, hey, that's a waste of money. No, they didn't do that. They supported him and they asked, oh, he's the prime minister. Where else do you expect him to say? $6,000 a night. That's what some Canadians earn in a month. Some don't even earn that much. But hey, who am I to complain? Anyway, moving on. Let's cross the border. I live in Canada. Let's cross the border and get into the United States and take our lesson, double standard 101 there. Sometime in the past, a group of people said, jail Hillary Clinton. I don't know what she did. I mean, I know, but that's not the point. Jail her. And I agree. The judicial system is designed in such a way that those who go foul of the law should be arrested, tried, and jailed if found guilty. Straightforward. Slam dunk. No issues at all. These people rightly called for her to be arrested, tried, and jailed. Nothing wrong with that. Now, last week, sometime this week, Donald Trump was arrested and put on trial. The same people who trusted the judicial system to do something to Hillary Clinton are now saying, oh no, that's a witch hunt. Come on, guys. We got to pick something and stick with it. Woo! Anyway, let's move on and go into a very, very hot pot of double standards 101. It is climate change. Climate change. Have you noticed that, in the recent past, there have been protests? People go out on a very busy road and they park their vehicles and they line up on the road and they stop people from driving because greenhouse emissions. And that's great. That's wonderful. The climate is changing, and whatever we can do to support that, we should do. But hold on. When they finish that protest, they hop up, get into their V8 engine SUVs, gas guzzlers, and they drive away. They go home. If it's cold in the winter, they go into their houses that is heated by natural gas, which comes from the same place crude oil comes from. Double Standard 101. How do you figure that out? How do we do these things and not see that, there's double standards? Is it that we're just not self-aware, or we're not self-conscious of the things we say? I don't know. You tell me. Double Standards 101. That's the video. I don't know if it's good. If it is, hey, keep up that subscription. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the notification button. Hey, you can also drop a comment if you want. I promise you, this is the second video. I'll do the third one sometime this week, sometime next week, but I'll surely do it. And until then, this is me coming to you from the Civic Probe. Bye-bye.